There we go. There's Joe.
Oh, what's up, y'all? What's up, y'all?
What are you doing? Is that a transformer?
It's sure enough it is. It's Swoop.
What
Yeah.
what transformer is that, Joe?
It's Swoop. Swoop.
Oh, that's pretty cool.
Yeah.
Did you build it? Are you building robots like the big guy is?
Oh yeah. You know. I figured it out. But yeah.
Hey, Jeremy. Joe's got toys. What? He's got transformers in here. Come look. Oh, that's pretty cool.
Yeah. Cool. Yeah.
Oh, Cuban gorilla in the house.
Yeah, it's cool. Yeah. Ooh. Don't hate. Don't judge me, y'all.
And we all got our nerddoms, Joe.
Okay.
You can see a lot of mine behind me.
That is true.
You might be seeing one of mine right here next to me.
No comment on that part, but hey, no comment. It's all good, Mark. It's all good.
Mark, stop being so nosy, man. Oh, we're gonna oh. Plenty of stuff back there.
What's up, Cuban? What's up? Okay. All right.
Oh, Joe.
Yeah.
Joe. Joe. Oh, big shout out. Monsters R0. We got our bare knuckle anti-bully shirt on. They got new designs dropping tomorrow.
Oh, snap.
Monsters R0 on Instagram.
There we go.
Joe. We got our boy, big fan. Got the Cuban gorilla in here live on Instagram. And if you're not live on Instagram, you missed your opportunity to be in the comments and get a shout out on the show and get to contribute a little bit. But there's another gorilla in the mix, and it's not the Cuban gorilla.
It's me, y'all. What's up?
It's not my brother the gorilla. It's not this vanilla gorilla. It's not Donkey Kong. It's not Diddy Kong. There is a 600-pound gorilla in the room that we just gotta talk about.
Oh, snaps.
And this 600-pound gorilla in the room goes by the name of Shane O'Mac.
I had a
Show. I don't even have another note written down.
Oh, shit.
I know we're going to talk about Raw. I know we're going to talk about Dynamite. I know we're going to talk about SummerSlam. I know you're going to wish me a happy belated birthday on the show. I turned 42 yesterday.
Yeah, I had my fun yesterday with it.
Spent yesterday at the amusement park. Spent today at the amusement park, at the water park of the amusement park. I'm old and I'm tired. But
it's not confirmed yet, so
nothing confirmed. We got questions coming in. Is Shane O'Mac going to AEW? Well, here's what we do know. About a month ago, Conrad Thompson leaked that he had friends in AEW who said that Shane had reached out to inquire about the environment of AEW. Thank you for the birthday wishes in the comments coming through. Everyone, thank you. I appreciate it. We are doing a fundraiser right now for the Friends of the Rankin County Dog Kennel. So if anyone's got, a couple dollars you would be interested in helping me celebrate my birthday, said nothing to me, nothing to the podcast. There is no Patreon. Not trying to sell you anything. I don't want your hard-earned money. I enjoy your viewership. If you want to give something, help out some dogs who need a home. Kennel they're overloaded. Every cage is full. The dogs need care. They need help finding homes. They need vet visits. And a place near and dear to my heart. Our family dog came from the Lorain County Dog Kennel, and he made our house a home. So if anyone can help out there, it's greatly appreciated. back to Shane McMahon.
Ain't no Mac.
Back to the 600-pound gorilla in the room. And in that room with him was Tony Khan.
TK.
Tony Khan was asked about Conrad Thompson talking about Shane O'Mac having an interest in feeling things out about AEW and what the environment was like. Tony Khan said actually he had never met Shane McMahon, which is interesting because Tony Khan was backstage at some WWE shows like 2017, 2018. They were in Jacksonville. They gifted him with a WWE Jacksonville title, but I don't think Shane was around backstage at that time.
He was kind of let go at that time.
Yeah. Leaked photo came out today. I originally seen it from Wrestle Talk. It has since been everywhere
Since 8:00 this morning when I first saw it.
Yeah. It was allegedly taken by Mercedes Moné.
In an office. That's correct.
So we had the CEO with the former heir apparent to the empire of World Wrestling Entertainment and the boss of AEW and Ring of Honor.
I'm going to say this. This is what I'm going to say. If you look at that photo, there really any like paperwork or anything on the table. No paperwork.
There's no paperwork. There was nothing to visibly give anyone the impression of a contract. There were some things visibly that you could try to read into and pick up on, but nothing has been said from either party of what that meeting was.
No. And if you look at the facial expression, it was just like two people like us just having a decent conversation. It didn't like a choir or like, hey, we're going to start business. This is like a simple, average Joe conversation.
Yeah, seems probably this is an initial, hey, let's chat, see what each other's about, have some conversations. Some responses from WWE allegedly of people feel like, Shane's a really smart guy, and it wouldn't be outside of the realm of possibility for Shane to be out there getting some feelers around AEW and seeing what the environment is and what kind of business could be done in the future.
But ain't Shane not starting until like 2026 or 7? It will, they said.
I don't know. But Shane has no affiliation to WWE.
That is true.
In this moment. He has no contract. He does not work for World Wrestling Entertainment. He does not work for TKO. He does not work for Endeavor. I'm not saying Shane McMahon's unemployed. I'm not saying he doesn't have a job.
He got
out here. Shane, he's a McMahon. They got money. They got their hands in things, and I'm sure he has some TKO stock, probably.
I got two. I got one in my back.
Speaking of TKO stock, Vinnie Mac sold a whole lot of TKO stock. Vinnie Mac cleaned up, made a whole lot of money. Some guys like Vince Russo, and Bischoff made some comments that they wouldn't put it past Vince to be interested in purchasing a wrestling promotion and not staying out of the wrestling business. I'm going to say this right now because this will be the thing that gets touted out there by those same people I just named. I do not believe there is any play being made for Vince and Shane McMahon to buy AEW from Tony Khan.
If I had to put, I would say this. I believe TK Daddy got more money than Vince and Shane put together.
The Khan family has more money than the McMahon family will ever have.
So
Vince is a millionaire. Punk said it in the pipe bomb. He's a millionaire who should be a billionaire, but he's not. The Khans are billionaires.
they up there.
The reason why I don't believe that this is because I know it's going to come out, and I'm sure there's probably already sites that have said it. Oh, the McMahons are going to buy AEW from the Khan family, and this is what they need to save it because Eric Bischoff is always doom and gloom about AEW surpassing anything he's ever done. There's no need for Tony Khan to sell AEW, to sell partial ownership of AEW. I say this because I don't believe that the purpose of AEW is to make money. It is not a business endeavor for Tony Khan. It is a hobby for Tony Khan. It is Tony Khan's running of wrestling promotions is the same as it's streamers. It's people who really love a video game and they open up a Twitch account and they stream it and they talk about it and other people like enjoy it. We get together, we talk about pro wrestling, and there's people who enjoy hearing us talk about our love of pro wrestling. Tony Khan gets to live out fantasy booking pro wrestling, and we all get to enjoy it as fans. I don't think his focus is to run a billion-dollar wrestling promotion. I think his focus is to enjoy what he enjoys and let us enjoy it alongside him, and I can respect the hell out of that. So I don't think there's going to be an attempt to sell AEW to anybody, and certainly not to the McMahons.
Uh-oh. No.
Now with that,
Oh boy.
do I think it would make a great story? Oh God, would it make a great story?
It would.
So we got comments coming in. What kind of storyline could they have for Shane, or what type of role could they have?
I can tell you what you do. This is what I can tell you to do.
Lay it on me, Joe. What are your thoughts? What do you got?
Even though Tony Khan is his business, his everything,
Yeah.
he needs someone on his side with a hell of a lot more experience on running a wrestling business. Not just financially, but production wise. Maybe something like camera wise. Maybe messing up sometimes when the
Think there's an opportunity in the production of AEW programming? Do you think there's an opportunity for it to be better? I like the way AEW is produced.
No. I'm saying maybe with the help of with Shane O'Mac, they could help get your Ring of Honor on TV and get rid of one of them non-televised shows that ain't important.
So, I like that you mentioned Ring of Honor. So, I'm gonna take the pencil for a second.
Oh shit! I shouldn't have did that. Oh Lord, I shouldn't have did
You shouldn't have done it, but you did it. So, here we go. I got the pencil because this is my thing. This is just, I'm going to fantasy book a little bit. Please, nobody, please don't get mad at me. I like fantasy booking stuff. I've been doing it since I was 14 years old. Sometimes you just got to play out something in your mind and articulate it in a way of what you would like to see. It doesn't mean it's what I think will happen. It's just kind of something that I think would be fun.
Y'all just be mad at me because I opened up that can of worms. My bad, y'all.
You know what? It's not your fault. I'll blame one of our fans, Trent, in a comment earlier today. He made somebody comment about roping. How do you pull Shane into the Elite storyline? I'll tell you how you do it.
Oh boy.
The Elite lost at Blood and Guts.
Mm-hmm.
They lost to Team AEW. Where did the founding fathers of AEW make their name?
Founding fathers of AEW.
Yeah, the founding, not the pillars, the founding fathers. Hangman Adam Page, the Young Bucks, Kenny Omega, and Cody Rhodes.
Mm,
They made their names in Ring of Honor.
Ring of Honor there, New Japan. Yeah,
Yeah, New Japan, Ring of Honor. The original All-In took place in 2018 in Chicago, Illinois. Took place in front of around 10,000 fans.
Mm-hmm.
You've seen Bullet Club logos all over that arena. You've seen New Japan logos all over that arena. But that show was produced by Ring of Honor. Now, around the time of the original CM Punk media scrum,
Yeah.
making Tony Khan look like an idiot while he ate muffins or whatever it was.
Mm-hmm.
I said, man, the angle to bring everyone back because everyone was suspended and all that. The angle to bring the Elite back and Punk back, and I even before we knew Cody was gone. I was like, man, you have all the Elite run Ring of Honor. Have them leave AEW. Tony Khan wanted all these ex-WWE guys, and he wanted Punk. Have the Elite go to Ring of Honor. I say you have the Elite take their ball and go to Ring of Honor with Shane McMahon running the show. You put Shane on TV as the guy in charge of Ring of Honor, and have him lead the invasion of the Elite coming back to AEW in 6-8 months. Build ROH to have some purpose. Tony Khan creates his own competition with a McMahon in charge. Tony still runs the show.
So
Maybe you have Shane as some influence here and there with the things he's knowledgeable of, because there's no doubt about it. Shane McMahon's a smart guy.
So in other words, you're trying to have the 2001 invasion angle.
Yeah, but we're going to do it with Ring of Honor and AEW. And we already know what the mistakes are. We've already seen it play out. Jeez, I just dropped that. We've already seen it play out. We know where the mistakes are made. The mistakes are made by not letting your designed competition seem like a threat. They got to seem like a threat. So they got to win some.
They got to win. Okay.
Which is important that they win some, because we eventually got to have Ring of Honor mean something to somebody somewhere, right?
That's good. It really doesn't mean nothing to nobody right now except for
the hardcore of the hardcore of the hardcore.
Yeah.
Like, and it sucks too, because there's great matches and great talent that are doing stuff in Ring of Honor. It's just not getting seen by a whole lot of people. And again, viewership's not everything, but I mean, if you're trying to build yourself as a talent, it's something.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not saying they have to do that. I'm not saying I think they will do that. I'm just saying I think it'd be kind of fun if they did.
They did, okay. No hate, no.
Anything on TV that would be Shane McMahon and MJF in the ring at the same time, solid gold. That would be fun promo work. Darby Allin and Shane O'Mac jumping off the tallest thing in the arena together. That'd be fun. That would be a good time.
Ooh, that Hell in a Cell fall was pretty scary.
Yeah. You know, Shane's willing to take a bump still. He's not scared by it. My question for you, Joe, is what do you think? Do you think we see Shane McMahon in AEW? On TV, do we see it?
Now, if Shane has the right to his theme song and it comes on tonight when it first starts, I will say yes. They need that.
There's no way Shane has the rights to that song.
I'm just saying he needs that song. That's the only song that
Oh man,
fits.
they can give him something
Nah,
else. He doesn't even
nah,
necessarily have to. He doesn't even have to have an intro music out the gate. To be honest, he could just show up when that time comes. Man, could you imagine if? And I don't. I don't know that I think the idea of going to war with WWE is smart for any wrestling promotion. With that said, how much fun would it be if Shane was leading the charge of AEW going to war against WWE? Because in Shane's mind, WWE should have been his, and instead it went to Stephanie's husband.
I say it like this.
There's a story there.
If they want to start something, I say they should start the war around Survivor Series. That's when you're going to see Shane O'Mac. I say Shane O'Mac should show up by somewhere between end of September, beginning of October to start a feud for Survivor Series spot that weekend.
So you do think he's coming?
Yeah. If he what? I'm just saying if he does show up, that would be the perfect time, man. Because you do it right now, everybody already seen the leaks. If they do it about mid-September, beginning of October, boom. Everybody will forgot about it.
I don't think this is happening
But it happened
tonight. But if it happened tonight, if Shane opened up Dynamite tonight, how much does that take away from SummerSlam this weekend?
Nothing really.
You don't think?
Because he just gonna be on there. He ain't got nothing to say right now. Ain't really.
What if he did?
He did.
What if he came out and cut a promo? What if he opened Dynamite cutting a promo and he buried Triple H? Again, this isn't going to happen. But what if it did? What if he came out and just shit on Triple H and WWE to open up Dynamite? Does it take some steam out of WWE trucking into SummerSlam?
Nah.
Because you know that's what would be talked about the rest of the week.
Nah, I would say that photo may be the talk, but Shane showing up, it really ain't gonna start nothing that can cause the SummerSlam to be like, forgotten about. Because in order to do that, Shane would really have to do shit real hard. But you gotta realize WWE been with Shane since what, maybe 18, somewhere 15 years old, maybe
Probably younger than that.
Probably longer than that. Somewhere in that
I mean, he was working in the warehouse and building the ring and stuff, and he was wearing the T-shirts in the magazine back in the day.
Yeah, I would say, probably about 15 working there. So he has no really reason to shit on him. Because, like anybody,
they hung him out to dry. His dad fired him.
Well, that's because he's trying to win the Royal Rumble. I could understand that part. He wanted to and he wanted to talk Brock Lesnar out, so I could completely understand that.
I get it, too. All right. We got the Shane O'Mac thing out of the way.
Okay.
Go home Raw before SummerSlam.
Mm-hmm.
I'm
just going to say one thing.
Seth Rollins' outfit was ridiculous.
No, not from what the OG said last night, from watching it last night. I can't believe you watched this garbage. Ain't nothing really good on tonight.
Your dad did not.
He did not
like Raw. He didn't like to go home Raw for SummerSlam.
He did not like to go home Raw.
Wow.
All he could
It
say
did.
was all he could say is this. He hopes Sami Zayn lose that belt because he's not a champion. The women, y'all know the story about the women, so I ain't going to get into that. Everybody knows women. And he says he wants Damian Priest to keep that belt. Let's go there.
Wow. It's interesting that your dad wants Priest to remain champion, and you have out the gate said he keeps the title, and he's going to end the year as champion, and he's going to be the babyface, because everything that's happening is showing that that's probably going to be the case. They're telling more of his history, talking about him being homeless through the early parts of his wrestling career. I would imagine that will be a big focus of the one-man show he does uh, this weekend in Cleveland. I believe Friday is his one-man show. I think Friday at noon at the Agora is Damian
Agora.
Priest live.
Yeah. Him and Sammy at the Agora Friday, then Saturday, Undertaker.
So Saturday, Taker's at the Agora. Friday, it kicks off with
Priest Day.
Priest at noon, and then Sammy is later on, right?
About 8. I think it's, no, 7. He said 7.
7. There's just so much. There's so much going on. Probably a good segue to mention that Brew Nuts in Cleveland is having tons of WWE themed events and SummerSlam events tomorrow. Everything kicks off for them with their WWE flavored donuts. They're having the American Nightmare donuts, the Maverick donut, the Logan Paul donut. They're doing WWE trivia tomorrow night. Yeah, all kinds of stuff. So if you're in Cleveland for SummerSlam, Brew Nuts has a lot of stuff going on. Be sure to check them out.
Donuts. If you're watching, like, save me a seat. I'll come up there. Just send us a message. I'll try to make it. Please.
Joe's gonna make it.
I'll try to make it.
Yes.
The same parking spot somewhere, too.
What do you make it? Do you make it to trivia?
I'll try to make it, but I don't know if I'm going to make it or not. I don't know. But yeah, that's about it.
We're gonna let them know.
It just all depends on what time it starts. All depends on
I
what
believe they are starting at either 6:30 or 7 p.m. for trivia. So your dad wasn't big in Go Home Raw. Do you think Go Home Raw did enough to build the hype for SummerSlam? I think keeping Drew and Punk apart was a mistake.
Nah, that's how they always do it on every feud.
Yeah, I know. This is a blood feud. It's not a I'm a better wrestler than you. It's not a you have the title I want. It's a I hate your guts feud. They should have gotten physical on Raw. They should have, punches should have been thrown. You should have let that tension build and made people want to see this fight more. You should have had them be broken up. Then you could have had Seth, be like, you know what, this is how you guys are going to be. No holds barred on Saturday. Anything goes.
Anything goes.
Only way there's a winner is if I stop it. Something along those lines. The idea that Seth Rollins in a puffy referee T-shirt is keeping these guys from coming to blows is silly. I also, man, I think Meltzer said like this wasn't the feud for Seth to have a comical attire, and I kind of agree.
Yeah, he said that. I liked his outfit though.
Yeah, I mean it was certainly a Seth Rollins like thing, right?
Mm-hmm.
But I found it alarmingly distracting in what should have been a very heated promo. That there should have been. It should have been all about those two, and with Seth seeming to be in the background and not making it about him until we got to SummerSlam. That's when Seth should make it about him. He shouldn't have made it about him on Monday. On Saturday, this thing can become about Seth Rollins. But on
Yeah.
Monday, it should not have been about Seth. Seth should have
I agree with
let
that.
the focus be there, so that way they would be caught off guard whenever Seth Rollins inevitably stomps one of them into the mat. My
I
question
agree
for
with
you
that.
today, Joe, who does Seth Rollins cost this victory? I will say my opinion is Drew McIntyre should win. And it should somehow be a double turn, but I don't really know how you make that happen right now with this, but Seth being the ref. I want to know who you think who does Seth Rollins take out of this match? Because he hates both of them.
My gut is saying it should be Punk.
It
It
should
should
be Punk.
it should be Punk. But somehow I'm gonna say he's gonna screw Drew at SummerSlam.
You think he'll
He's gonna screw.
accidentally screw Drew?
I'm gonna say he screws Drew over so that him. So then after the match, he takes out CM Punk, and then that's how start the feud from Monday on Raw.
One thing I wish would have been thrown into this feud, this match, I really wish if Adam Pearce would have intervened on Monday, where Seth was somebody, he makes the rules, he'll do it how he wants to do it. I think there should have been a backstage segment of Seth Rollins and Adam Pearce telling Seth Rollins, "You're going to call this down the middle. And if someone has someone pinned, you're going to count it. And if you don't, you will never compete for the World Heavyweight title again." Because Seth said that he would count to three if he felt like counting to three. You tap out when I say you tap out. They should have thrown that element in there. So that way, when Seth does something to somebody, he still has a reason to, shit, I gotta count to three. Seth is in this with no skin in the game. He's got nothing to lose. He's free to screw both of them for the sake of screwing them, and there's no actual benefit to him. This match probably should have had title implications, and then it should have been, whoever wins gets a title shot. And Seth, if you screw somebody out of winning, or if you don't count the three, you don't get to compete for the title either. The stakes should have been a bit higher if we're going to have a special guest referee who should always be in the main event picture.
Okay. Let's just say your scenario is right. Let's just say Seth screws both of them and has CM Punk pin Drew, and he does the 1, 2, 3, but fast.
So you leave Drew with an out.
Mm-hmm.
Um,
And then after the
Punk
match,
is stuck with a asterisk by beating Drew
mm-hmm.
because they threw fast. And I can see that working. At the end of this match, who walks away babyface, who walks away heel?
I say
Coming
Drew.
into it, CM Punk is still the babyface. I don't know how. I don't understand why. He is not a babyface. He is a heel, but he is the babyface in this match. I don't get it.
I look at it like this. When Drew is pissed off, you can see him ready to kill somebody.
Yes.
When CM Punk is pissed off, he just talks. He just talks.
Well, you know why that
You don't really
is, right?
Well, I understand here under anger management, but yeah, I get that. But
No, the CM Punk character, whenever he's pissed off, he doesn't show that anger in a way that would be deemed poised for violence and ready for a fight.
yeah.
Hey, Joe, let me tell you something. Got a little
Right.
secret. CM Punk can't fight, Joe. I seen him in the UFC. He can't fight.
Oh Lord.
That's why whenever he said he's gonna double leg Hangman Adam Page, I had to say CM Punk's a liar. Because he ain't double legging nobody and taking him down.
It'll come sooner or later.
I'm sorry, he can't fight. I hate to be the bearer of bad news for everyone. You can go to the archive of the UFC and you can see CM Punk try to fight. He's not a fighter. He owns a couple of nice Gracie Jiu-Jitsu hoodies, but he is not a fighter.
Okay.
It's not. Sorry.
All I can say is
I do respect that he wanted to try it and he tried it. I wanted to try it and I tried it.
And you just broke somebody's leg with one kick. That's it.
I did. Submitted a lot of folks. I wonder how Punk would do in a submission grappling tournament. Like he did, because I mean he allegedly trained.
I haven't seen his fight. Sorry, I haven't seen his fight, man.
You haven't watched the Punk fights in the UFC? His first one took place in Cleveland, I think. I think he did his first one in Cleveland.
I'll look it up after the show.
He's not. I wonder because he had claimed to be doing jiu-jitsu and stuff. I think he did his for his UFC fights. I think he trained with Duke Rufus. I don't know if he actually trained with any of the Gracies in the Gracie Jiu-Jitsu Academy or not. But if he did, I just wonder how he is on the mat. I wonder if he is a skilled grappler in jiu-jitsu. I don't fighting and there's different pieces to MMA, and you can be very skilled in one area and not have the ability to be average in others and not be able to make the transitions. If you could be great on the ground, great jiu-jitsu, you could be a Gracie black belt and be really good, but not have the striking and not be able to link those things together, which is going to be very bad in MMA, especially at a level of anyone who should be competing at the UFC's level. So I just wonder how he is at jiu-jitsu. If he did BJJ Worlds, or if he did combat jiu-jitsu, something like that, or if he Eddie Bravo Invitational. I wonder how he would do if he actually does have a jiu-jitsu background. MVP, this is great in Brazilian jiu-jitsu. We're going to get to see MVP at Bloodsport against Josh Barnett, and I think that'll be a lot of fun. But I wonder if we'll ever see Punk there.
I don't think so.
I don't think so either. Don't think they're going to loan him out.
But I can't say this. I didn't see the whole match, but I just saw the clips of him getting knocked out. That's all I can say. That's all I can say.
We had the Wyatt Six come out, remove their mask. How'd you feel about that, Joe?
I can understand Rowan being in it. Rowan. I'm just trying to figure out about the other two, Dex and
Dexter Loomis with hair look crazy.
Yeah.
It's like seeing the same serial killer in different bodies. It's kind of weird.
Yeah. I'm just trying to figure out what them two got to do with the Y6. That's what I'm trying to figure out. That's it. But I understand taking the mask off. I didn't think it was ready for to take the mask off this yet. I didn't think it was ready. But
I think the masks they have are going to be impossible to wrestle in.
Yeah. I think they should just wait to Monday to take the mask off and reveal for the fight. They're gonna have Monday instead of just taking off right this past Monday. That would have been better.
Yeah, maybe. I don't know.
Or they just,
It's
or they could just add the SummerSlam, add one little match to SummerSlam. That would have been better too. But it's filled,
Man, I
so
think you got to keep them away from a big premium live event for a minute. Just keep letting them be smooth, like spooky on Raw.
mm-hmm. But
But
that's what I can say about it.
yeah, it's interesting to build for the Wyatt Six. It'd be interesting whenever they get into a legitimate, like, actual feud and actual matches. Just kind of how they continue to carry this over. Because I'm still a little not digging the Gable thing. It's going on for a while. I don't know what the payoff truly is going to be. The Miz is hosting SummerSlam.
I saw that today. Yeah.
Yeah. Him and R-Truth are always comedic gold. I will say, at the amusement park today, seeing a guy look remarkably like The Miz. Granted, a lot of people look like The Miz. But, I don't know. Maybe. I think the best thing out of Raw was Finn Balor versus Gunther. Somehow we need to see that on a bigger stage and given even more time.
Well, I would say that probably if nothing good comes up this week. Yeah.
Could Gunther be the guy to bring back the Demon?
Mm-hmm.
Not immediately. Let's give it time. Maybe Finn just never beats Gunther, and every time they have a match, it gets increasingly violent until Finn brings back the Demon.
Well,
But not the WWE NXT Demon. Give me a Demon from Japan.
That's why they got Bad Blood coming up. Mm-hmm.
Could be.
Halloween time.
Could be. I think they did a great Braun Breaker promo. But I don't know if that promo made me believe they're going to give Braun that title yet, right now. Or if we need one more Sammy victory over Braun Breaker. Maybe a Dragunov interference to set up the triple threat.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think Sammy has to beat Braun. I just don't know if the timing is right to put the belt on Braun immediately. Because something's got to carry us through the end of the year with Braun Breaker. And it should really be his passion and dedication to try and get that IC title. If we give it to him now, he just has to defend it.
This is what I say about this. You don't know if Braun is a heel or a face. Because the crowd still cheers for him, no matter what.
I think he's a heel that is so good in the ring that people want to see him do his shit. Because he's so intense. He's like Goldberg. He's just very aggressive. And everything is done with malice. And it just seems violent. And it's fast. And it's exciting to watch.
Mm-hmm.
He hits the ropes at a speed that whenever you watch it back, it looks like someone sped it up.
I know.
It's really pretty remarkable.
I just want to know how he does it. That running that damn fast.
He's just stupid athletic. He is just stupidly athletic. I mean,
that's why
he got it. He was signed to an NFL team, correct?
Georgia, like a college, I think it was.
I thought he got signed like the Ravens or something. Yeah, I had a tryout with the Ravens, maybe. Maybe that's what it was. I don't know, man. I don't watch football.
I'll find out later.
Yeah. Everybody knows I don't watch football.
But I can't
Joe,
say. Uh-oh.
Brew Nuts just sent me this. They
Oh, shit.
here you go, Joe. They got the ladder and the briefcase set up for you. Are you ready?
Ooh.
They got the chairs, Joe,
Ooh.
and
Okay. Ooh. That's hard to get too. Oh,
I
damn.
got the Broken Skull IPAs with the Brew Nuts frosted skull can cozy on there.
Mm-hmm.
They're ready for you, Joe.
I'm about to leave straight when I got for work. Shit. Fuck.
All right, AEW.
uh, all I gotta say is this. I don't know how or why they feel Heyman and Darby is like the first time ever match in 5 years. That's like the big announcement. I don't know how they feel that's a good announcement.
Well, that match hasn't happened.
I know.
I don't know
When
how.
I just
I don't know how has that match not happened.
they must have been in tag team matches together or against each other.
Probably, and I think in some of the battle royals. But the fact that it's not happened, I don't know why you give it away on a Dynamite.
Yeah. I was thinking like it was gonna be something good when they had that first time in 5 years. I'm like,
Man, that's gonna be a good match. Don't sleep on that match.
I'm not sleeping on it. I just thought it was
I
gonna be
bet
good.
that match steals the show.
Depending on what's on there, but it might.
Well, let's take a look at the card.
Besides
Mariah
Daniel
May's doing a sit-down interview with Renee Paquette.
Brian,
Uh,
Brian talking about his future.
Yep, yeah. Bryan Danielson will be talking to us live. His original contract with AEW is up. I feel
Tomorrow,
confident there's been extensions, and I'm going to predict his promo. If he loses at All In, he's done. If he becomes champion, he will be a fighting champion. He will defend this belt.
nah,
And
I think it's. I
and
think
he doesn't lose.
I think he just extended it to that pay-per-view, and that's it.
You think he's done? You think it's a wrap? You
I
think
think he,
Swerve Strickland sends Bryan Danielson into retirement?
I think he just extended it for another 10 days.
I don't think so. I think Bryan Danielson wins it All In Wembley. And I think he defends that title for a year straight. And then I think he loses 2025 in Wembley to Will Osprey.
Yeah, I'm just saying when that Wembley, I think he just extended. When Wembley gonna happen?
25th of
There you
August,
go. I think he
I
just
think.
extended for. I think he just extended for 30 days for that match. That's it, 30 days. Because he wants to
We
do what his
have
daughter says, be home with the kids.
we have the strangest trios match ever. Mark
I heard about that.
Briscoe, Orange Cassidy, and Tomohiro Ishii versus Beast Mordos, Roderick Strong, and Roosh.
You see the names they gave him for the teams?
No,
Uh, on one of them, they got a name for each one. All trios got names.
they named them. What the hell do you name Beast Mordos, Roderick Strong, and Roosh?
It
What?
was
Fast Strong Bull? What the hell do you call those guys?
I seen it on a page, on one of the pages. They had a name for all of them in the trio match. There was a name for. I
Good
forgot.
grief. Oh, if you find that, please send me. I have not seen that they named them. Um, that's you just randomly throw three guys together on a team and give them a name with it. Right? That's got to be a board game somewhere, right? Name my trios.
I
A
saw it.
Smack Talk Showdown should put that together of randomly naming your tag team.
I, I'll find it, but I seen it. They had a name for all of them in that trio.
Uh, the main event tonight is Lance Archer versus Will Osprey.
Mm.
I love that they got Lance Archer on the show in the main event. I really hope this leads to a good run for Lance Archer. I think he's had like these great little moments in AEW, but I don't think he's been showcased in a way for people to truly understand how good Lance Archer is.
I'm gonna say Lance. I think he should win. He should beat Will Osprey, but like always, you got the Mr. MJF gonna cause some scene in that match.
MJF is not announced for the show.
He's on there this
Also,
time.
Swerve Strickland is not announced for the show.
What?
No, no Swerve is announced. Swerve's not announced for the card, which means Prince Nana is not announced for the card. But you can still use our promo code. Don't say the F word at PrinceNanaCoffee.com, and you can save yourself 10%. You see that? Nice little segue. See, that's good. That was skillful.
That was good. That was good.
Right? But yeah, Swerve's not advertised for the card. MJF is not advertised for the card. Mox has some time off.
Oh yeah, he got a lot of time off.
We do have Mercedes Monet is announced for the card. She's probably gonna mention the Shane O'Mac photo.
Maybe. Or
She kind of has to now. She put it out that she's the one who took the picture. And there's nothing else she could say in her promo that anyone would ever give a shit about.
and I bet you they show that she deleted that off of X.
Did she delete it?
I bet you it's probably taken down right now.
Man, maybe. Well, maybe Britt Baker comes out and calls her out on it if she took it down. That'd be a good little way to go.
Yeah.
But yeah, I feel like that's going to be the only motivation for like anyone to have any interest in anything she has to say, because that's a perfect time to get more popcorn.
You ain't right.
I'm sorry. I know. See, that's the problem. I may be wrong, but I'm certainly correct.
Okay. But you still ain't right. Okay.
Listen, man, I'm sorry. I'm not trying to be mean. I'm not. But I'm sure if you're at Dynamite tonight, when Mercedes Monet's music hits, and you know she's coming out to get a microphone, those are going to be the longest lines at the concession stands, and good luck getting to the urinal. Lines are going to be backed up. It will be a busy time to go buy merch.
I have no saying in this stuff.
Just say it. Hey, maybe I'm wrong. Maybe tonight will be the night that she hits a promo that you find electrifying, but you can't pretend that you've enjoyed her promo work either. And you've actually sat through it all. I have not.
Unfortunately, I have to sit through all the women matches because he won't pay attention to it. So somebody got to do something.
Hey, man, I like popcorn. I don't tell you. Tell you.
Mm-hmm. But that's about it.
Did you watch NXT last night?
I did. I did watch it.
Give me your match of your night, your wrestler of the night for NXT.
My match
Other than the Joe
night,
Hendry concert.
no. It was Rosa Perez versus the that's her name, right? that was a really good match for women. I ain't gonna lie, they put a good show on for that match last night. And they out.
Good. I did not watch NXT. I will try to get to it. Um, there's just so much wrestling this week.
I know. I will say this Great American Bash they had for tonight, part one. There's mostly women matches. They had maybe that cup, what we call it again. That match was in there again, but and
The Heritage Cup.
There we go. Thank you. Ego has signed the contract for next week, and Butch took out Strickland, and not Strickland. Trick. My bad. Trick.
So they're gonna do Pete Dunne, Trick Williams feud.
Yes, they are fighting at next week.
Oh, that'll be a good match. Okay, I'll have to tune into NXT next week. I'm a big Pete Dunne fan. Have been for a long time.
Mm-hmm.
The
Butch did not.
Bruiserweight.
Yeah. That was about it. Last night, mostly the women's shows.
So next week's NXT, I will do my best to tune in for. Should prove to be interesting. I think Dynamite will be good this week. I think it's weird that Swerve and MJF aren't announced for the show, but I'm sure there will be something from them. Feel like it may be something pre-taped.
Mm-hmm.
I hope not, because I don't think it's great to have your main show of the week not have your world champion in any capacity. So
that's true.
I think perhaps maybe Swerve interrupts Bryan Danielson. That'd probably be a good way to go. We got to start building some heat into that feud and get people invested more than just this might be the last time you see Bryan Danielson, which I don't think it'll be. I think he beats Swerve and you have 80,000 in Wembley chanting yes. Wrestling's about moments. You got to create that moment.
No, but I think Swerve going to ride the coattail to the end of the year with that belt, along with Damian Priest.
As much of a fan of Swerve Strickland as I am, I think he should drop to Bryan Danielson, and Danielson should carry it for a year. Then he can drop it to Will Osprey and just give us a year of just incredible main events with Bryan Danielson.
No, I really think that extension is going to be 30 days extension. 30 days. I think he's going to keep.
I hope you are wrong.
He's going to be a true father and keep his word to his kids that this contract is it. So he's just doing 30-day extension.
Either way it goes, I respect the man for his decision. Whatever it is he chooses to do, he's done enough. He doesn't need to do it, but I would like to see a one-year run of Bryan Danielson, AEW World Champion. Mm-hmm. We'll see what happens tonight on Dynamite. Joe, thank you for joining me. Thank you for watching NXT. Everyone who joined us live on Instagram and joined into the conversation, we appreciate you. Thank you, everyone, for all the birthday wishes. It is appreciated. Everyone who's donated to the Lorraine County Dog Kennel, we appreciate that. The puppies there appreciate it. The staff there appreciates it. If you're in Northeastern Ohio area and you got some room in your house for a dog, go to the Lorraine County Dog Kennel. Bring a friend home. It'll be a great thing. It'll make your house a home. Joe, you need like 3 or 4 dogs, I think.
Nah, not yet.
Your daughter would love to come back from Florida to having a friend.
Yeah, she'll be back next weekend. Yay.
Thank you, everyone, for checking us out. This is Don't Say the F Word. We're a pro wrestling combat sports podcast. We do not use the F word when we talk about professional wrestling. You shouldn't let your friends use it either. We'll see you on the next one. And if Dynamite's interesting, maybe we'll be having coffee tomorrow morning. We're out.
All right.